All right, I want to make a video about how much pitching that you should be doing as a young guy coming up the ranks at different age groups, and if it's really going to be preparing you for the upper levels, or if it's overkill. So here's my opinion. I believe that when you're younger, your goal is to develop yourself as an athlete and develop your arm in a safe way. And what we see in the game today is that people are getting injured at rates that we've never seen before. And so there's literally no argument to be made that the way things are going today is good, because how could it be good when high school pitchers are injuring their arms at insane rates, that college and pro guys are injuring their arms at insane rates? So the only way to avoid that is to do things differently than everybody else is doing. So what is everybody doing that's causing this? From a young age, from the age of 6, 7, 8, they're playing tournaments every weekend, every other weekend, and they're pitching 100, 150 pitches a weekend at a young age. And this is absolutely crazy when you think about it. And I coached for a number of years. I had teams do this against us. I never let guys go above a certain amount of pitches, usually like 90 something, maybe at a big tournament if the guy was in great shape, 100. We had guys go 150 against us all the time. Absolutely crazy, because that adds up, and you'll see it later down the line with guys getting injured. And so what you basically see is an absolute velocity push at a young age, getting as many innings as possible so that when they're in high school, they want to be throwing in the 80s right away, getting into the 90s. And what the studies show is that throwing hard at a very young age is what causes a lot of the injuries, because your ligaments, your tendons are simply not able to withstand that amount of torque. And so there's no reason whatsoever to be in a rush to gain that velocity. Develop your body, develop your arm, pitch less, honestly, and allow that velocity to come naturally. And then as you get older, as you become a man, you're 17, 18, 19, in your 20s, then you can get into the 90s. There's no reason way before when you're just going to hurt yourself. And so this is what the research shows. And that's a big reason why I preach learning the knuckleball when you're younger. You don't need to be trying to throw 85 when you're in 8th grade. Learn the knuckleball, have fun, learn a nasty changeup, things like that. Learn to hit spots. And it's not because a fastball that's blowing by guys doesn't work. Of course it's going to work if you're throwing 85 when you're in 8th grade. But why do you need to focus on that when you're just going to blow your arm out? So develop yourself. Learn a knuckleball. It's going to help you down the road. Learn other pitches, hit spots, be a complete player, develop your body, and then just have more fun. Maybe make it a rule that you're not able to pitch 100 pitches. For example, Garrett Cole coming up, he didn't worry about all the showcases, all that stuff. He just was on his throwing program. Be on a program where you're going to develop yourself. Don't worry about those events that you think are so important when you're in 8th grade, 9th grade. Worry about when you're 17, when you're 18, stuff like that, and try to get to the next level one step at a time and allow yourself to develop. A lot of the hardest throwers didn't develop super young. They stayed in good shape, got stronger, and developed when they became adults. You saw that with Mason Miller, with Aroldis Chapman, with different guys like that. Ben Joyce, another guy, an example. He wasn't throwing the hardest when he was 12. Okay, they developed. And so that's what I want you guys to think about. Don't put so much pressure on yourself when you're 12 to be the hardest thrower. Develop yourself. Get on a throwing program, a weightlifting program. Get on a program to learn a knuckleball, to learn other pitches, and have fun playing the game. If this was helpful for you guys, please subscribe.